welcome, everybody. We are here with my favorite person from South Africa, Bui. Oh my God, Chomi. We're here again to review The Real Houses of Durban. And guys, I really look forward to these reviews with him because we always give each other different perspectives on, things we both watched, and I'm sure you've all watched, but maybe didn't notice. So Bui, welcome back to my channel, Reality TV Africa. How have you been?
I'm good, and thank you. Thank you for having me. I've been doing the hosting for Durban, and today you are doing the hosting for Durban. I mean, it's amazing. People are enjoying what we are doing. I've heard through the grapevine that people are enjoying, but I'm not going to mention who
Ooh,
those people are. But it's amazing that we can. I was thinking about it today. I was like, what we're doing is actually revolutionary. People do not
oh,
know how much we like it takes for us. We are in different time zones, but we are able to make it work. So guys,
right?
hey, we go through a lot for us to bring you this amazing review. But nevertheless, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. I mean, yeah, so I think we just jump back in this episode. They're still in what do you call that place? Mountain
The
what?
Drakensberg Mountain.
Yes, they're still on their trip, and I guess this is the aftermath of the fight on the dinner before with Jojo and Angel. And interestingly enough, just tell me first, give me your thoughts, and then I'll tell you mine. First, tell me what you
So,
think of, because yeah, the ladies in this, they're just obviously the groups are split, and this, cooking class and I don't know, boat riding or whatever that was. Yeah. Oh wait,
first,
wait, wait,
but
wait, wait,
first of
wait.
all,
We
yes.
need to rate the episode. My goodness, where's my head?
Oh my God, can you rate first and then I'll take it after you, or you want me to rate first? I don't know.
No, you're on my page, so you rate first.
Okay, I think. Again, this is a 6 out of 10. I just don't know how I feel about this episode, honestly.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just honestly do not know how I feel about this specific episode. But a 6 out of 10 is not bad. It was a good episode. At the same time, there's just minor things. As I did say last week, I don't like some clownery that happens on the show, but we are not there.
Honestly, for me, it was a mix of the fun, laughs, comedic timing, comedic moments, and drama.
Yes,
So I mean, it was a nice watch. I had a lot of rewinding. I'm like, what? It took me a while to get through the episode because obviously when we are doing this, watching these episodes, we're not just watching them for fun. We're also watching them,
definitely.
taking notes. So I had a lot of rewind moments. Like, what was that? So my rating for this episode would be like, I'll say 7.5. It was nice. I liked it.
Yes,
Yeah.
there were great moments, and we're gonna get into them. But I loved good moments, and the bad moments I didn't love them.
Yeah, so let's just get into it. I mean, first, I think the scenes start with two camps, which we clearly can see we have a divide, and they're doing different separate activities. So just,
Mm.
yeah, what stood out to you in those scenes for you?
Even prior to those scenes, we saw Maria being emotional alone, and she ended
Oh
up
yeah,
opening up to Nonku about
yeah,
what happened the previous day. I would say salute to Maria for acknowledging that she still has to do some inner work, in order to heal, and she does acknowledge that she was triggered. I think I don't like someone who plays victim and not assess and do a self introspection. For that, I would say love that. And guys, you know what? I know Noku likes to say, I'm a new person, but this season there is some growth that I recognize with Noku. Honestly, there is growth. Even she was saying on her diary sessions that, Ish, you know what hurts me the most is that people are using the very same thing that I used against Maria. She even said, Maria, I was saying those things
yeah,
intentionally in order
yeah,
for me to hurt you. I'm done.
yeah. She finally actually acknowledged it on camera. At least we got to see that moment of her checking in with Maria and empathizing with her. and I'll reiterate again, Maria has given these people too much ammunition with this sensitivity of hers. And
Yes,
she needs to kind of, and I know it's a sensitive thing for her, but she needs to grow a tougher skin. Because now we all know, oh my God, I'll just say your lips are big and you'll melt up, you'll get a meltdown. Girl, okay, fine. But I will also empathize with the fact that, and I don't like the fact that she had these moments of feeling like unaliving herself, which is a bit,
mm,
a bit on the tough side of this thing. But I really hope she's doing the work, seeking therapy, and yeah, getting over that hump where people can just say something and just unravel you. I don't like that for her.
definitely,
I don't,
definitely.
yeah.
I hope she comes into a better state. And then to answer your question surrounding the different activities. Oh, but before even different activities, did you
Yes,
see that Florisha came back? Florisha
yes,
eventually arrived and Slee gave
yes.
her the tea, the lowdown of what has been happening. I don't know. Um, hmm.
Let me say something first. Let me say
Please say it
something.
because I don't know what to say.
Let me first say something. One, in that scene with Maria and Nonku did say, and this stood out to me, she said, clearly, Angel has been talking to someone. It felt like
Yes,
she's
I heard that.
accusing, yeah, it felt like she was accusing someone of indoctrinating her against
Yes.
Maria. And you know what my spidey senses are saying? I feel like Nonku is accusing Sorisha.
Oh, wow.
Listen, and this is the thing I picked up on in this episode. My biggest takeaway moment is the hugest rivalry is not between Sorisha and Maria. It's between
Yeah.
Sorisha and Nonku. I don't know if you felt that
Oh
for
my
you.
God. Oh my
Yes,
God. So
yes.
basically, the OGs have their own camps and they're using people to fight their battles.
Thank you.
All right.
That's that was my biggest takeaway from this episode, by the way.
Oh my God. Like, or even in my wildest imaginations, I never thought of it that way. You actually
Yeah,
have a point.
yeah,
There's this camp that supports Sarisha, there's this camp that supports Nonku. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh
yeah.
my God.
And that's
Oof.
why, sorry to jump the gun, that's why Nonku, I think, who was she seated with? And she was telling, oh, it was Amy, when she seated with Amy and she said, Zama is my friend. What? Friend?
Mm.
Already? Girl, bye.
Yo,
Bye.
yo, yo.
Anyways, the Marie, you mentioned Sorisha arriving. Guys, okay. Listen, I'm gonna have a shady moment here,
Yeah,
honestly. I never noticed that Sorisha, okay, since the accusation of her lightening her skin,
yeah,
I never noticed it until it started being called out a lot, I think last season.
yes.
And then now it's being said a lot, especially by Zama, calling her Michael
Mm,
Jackson. And in that scene with Slee, when she arrived, no
yes.
makeup. Oh my goodness, no, her skin, no,
So you
no.
you you think you think Zama's allegations are proven, or not Zama's allegations? It's been, I mean, in the news for a while.
No, I mean, for me, that scene, her skin was not looking, no, no, guys, for real,
I don't
no.
know. I don't know. I beg to differ a bit. I see the way you take where you add. While talking about skin, I'm gonna can I just talk about skin, by the way, while talking about skin. The ladies have beautiful skin, and I saw all of them. Everyone was on their skin, most especially when they were doing that canoe thing. Before even
Yeah.
that, I was like, why Angel is on makeup while everyone is actually natural and beautiful? I was like, okay, I'm disturbed by that, but nevertheless, coming back to sorry, I think maybe she had done a skin peel before going to the trip because I saw her skin peeling.
Okay, I don't know whether it was skin peeling, but you could see pink patches on her face, and it
Mm.
looked, uh, it wasn't a flat. She didn't look flattering. Sorisha looks good with makeup on.
Yes.
No lie. Yes, we've seen her with no makeup, by the way, and it didn't look odd. But today, that scene, it stood out to me.
You know what? One thing about Girls Trip, it always exposes people because, for example, with Nonku, I told you Nonku will look some type of way during a girls' trip because they don't have makeup
Yeah,
artists and their
yeah,
hairstylist that knows them best. Who will like you don't go out of the house looking like this. So, but in
yeah,
the girls' trip, we get to see everything. So I think Sorisha just flew and did not even do her face properly, and then maybe she should have done a skin peel. And then that is why I also saw those red things. I was like, okay, let me not overthink it, you know?
yeah. I mean, it's in the international franchises like Beverly Hills, and then they travel with their glam squad.
Yes,
I mean,
yes,
with these guys, with this crew, I think they're more real, more down to earth. Those who can do their own makeup for themselves, lucky them, they still end up looking cute. But yeah, anyway, nevertheless, let's keep it pushing. There are two scenes where these other ladies went for a cooking class, and the rest went for like kayaking. Was it boat riding or something? I don't know what to call
yes.
that.
But I would ask you one question though. I was if you were given a chance to join between these two groups, like which fun activity would you have gone for?
Oh, good question. Oh my God, you've thrown that one at me. I wasn't expecting it, but look, I find Jojo hilarious. I find
Yes.
her hilarious, and I'm drawn to funny people and not the more serious crowd. I like the fun.
Mm.
I would have gone with them probably. Not
For the
because actually,
fish.
not because I like any of them, but either it's not about who I like more. It's just the personalities that I'm drawn to more. Jojo is a funny, hilarious person naturally. So yeah, that's probably why. And then again, I wouldn't want to get wet and my hair and makeup,
Yes, yes,
all that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So you would have gone to make some fish and not to the water.
Yeah, probably,
You
yeah.
know, you know the funny part is I don't know why my mind is crazy. The fact that these ones are in the water and the fish is out of the water is being cooked on the other side. The
Right?
irony, the
Right?
irony, child, the irony is then I think I would have gone for the canoe thing because it seems very fun. I'm not sure about the people who are there, but the activity itself
Yeah.
was it seems like a fun activity. I'm scared of water, so it would be nice for me to try something new. And I like that we could even see the small cameras on the boats. I like that we could see that, you know.
It was so funny. Amy almost falling in the water screaming. That moment was so funny. I was literally dying. I was laughing. I was laughing out loud when I was watching that scene. But did you catch the shade that Slee gave called Maria Chantel? I'm like, girl, with a
I
shade.
heard that. I was talking with sorry, just to say Chantel came in
Rubbing chairs.
and then she said Chantel is an Indian girl that is trying to be friends with Jojo. You know, I was like,
Wow.
child.
So Risha
Maria
is
will come for you, Slee. Are you
really,
Slee? You need to be careful. Maria will read you for field.
she already has anyways. Ha! Last episode.
Anyways, we
Yeah.
we we gotta get to that, but I was like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
yo, yo. But
So
you know what? I don't think these ladies guys hate each other. I don't sense hate there. I
mhm.
sense confusion more
Yeah.
than hate. It's confusion that is planted by people because at the end of the day we have to get a show. Because honestly, there's no need for all these camps. There's no need for these camps. You can see that there's just no need. It's just I don't
Yeah.
think the ladies totally hate each other.
True. And interestingly enough, even like it's interesting that you mentioned that because Sorisha, in the same breath, was empathizing with Maria and the body shaming, comment from Angel.
Mm.
Even in as much as, there's a weird vibe between them. And it's interesting that finally, Sorisha, who seems so unbothered, and we thought she didn't notice that there was a beef from Maria's side, but finally she came out and said, I've been noticing a vibe, but we'll get to that. Yeah, before
Oh.
we get to the whole dinner at the park. After they went for the ride, it's called what? The game drive, and then they go for the dinner in the park.
Oh yeah,
What
the
did you
game drive.
think of
I
that?
love Jojo's commentary about the lions eating grass. Jojo is Jojo. Jojo is just Jojo. And there's something again, Jojo has firmly established herself in this show. She does not have to do anything to be noticed. I'm not sure if you're noticing this.
Yeah.
She just has to be Jojo, and that in itself is enough, And I think maybe we're gonna be talking about her conversation with Sorisha also because it was
Yeah.
very interesting. What are your thoughts surrounding that conversation?
No, I feel like the truth of the matter is Sorisha is working really hard to be how do I say, moving the chessboard around and being the queen and manipulating situations to her favor and I like the fact that Nonku actually said Sorisha is not loyal to anyone but herself, and it actually dawned on me. This is when it dawned on me the divide and the whole beef was Sorisha and versus Nonku, because these two actually see each other as opposing forces, sort of like
Mm.
they're the OGs. Everyone wants to have their people on their side. And since the Sorisha has taken Angel under her wing, Nonku is like, Zama is my friend. Like we're gonna have equal, people on equal measure. And obviously she can't take Amy. She tried by having a conversation with her to feel her out and see whether she can, move this way. But obviously Amy is loyal more to Slee because Slee brought her into the group.
Of
And,
course, of course, of course, of course. Yo,
yeah.
I know what a show we are watching. My thoughts is that I feel like, when my boss says she wants to apologize, I hope it's genuine. I hope
Yeah.
it's a genuine apology, and I hope it's not an apology for them trying to make a comeback to the group because they could try to do that and be like, oh, apologize so that, it makes sense for you to be in the group. I hope if she apologizes, it's a genuine apology.
True.
But yeah, I don't
Apologies.
know. Sorisha is playing devil's advocate, but I think you wanted to say something.
No, I was saying, speaking of apologies, Angel's apology, she started by calling it a tour, and that's when I was like, why would you call an apology a tour? It's an apology. Yes, we've been
Mm,
hearing apology tour, even in these other shows that we watch. But
yes.
girl, you can't call it an apology tour and expect it to be genuine. I mean, okay, fine. She apologized to Slee. Slee wasn't gonna let it slide. Slee was gonna talk about it and tell her, like, can we just
Right.
first have a conversation?
No, you know what? I last week I did not get it. These producers are also playing us because they keep on playing bits and bits of what Angel said. Angel is guilty. Angel is guilty. Angel is
Yeah.
guilty. What she said, that analogy is out of the
Yes.
window. Why make that analogy about witchcraft? And I think, listen, she was speaking in Zulu. She was basically saying that even if someone is doing witchcraft, we no guys, no. I was like, what are you saying? What are you saying? Yeah, it
What?
seemed as if she's saying that even if someone is doing witchcraft, it seemed, you guys, I don't know how to put it, but I was like, Angel, this is so shady.
But
It seemed
last
that
week
she was
I said,
basically saying that
yeah.
you have to be firm to your beliefs. That's what she was saying. But
Mm,
then making an example, I don't know, but I don't know, guys. I'm sorry if I just can't put it in words. Those who are
yeah.
Zulu, they know we normally say in Zulu, Zulu story. I can't put it into English. But all in
Yeah.
all, I'm trying to say Angel is guilty. She should have not made that
I said
analogy.
I said it last week. I said Angel was guilty. I said it during our review. I said she was guilty. There's no way. And Slee clocked her. She was like, girl. And you see, her realizing that Slee clocked her, she was like, look, I'm sorry, But they keep bringing it back and saying that, I think she said it she said, like, if someone was practicing witchcraft, even you would have a problem or you would want to be in that room or something like that. Is
Yeah,
that what she like that?
yes, but it's just so strange. But either way, I think we both agree that she should have not said that. It
And
only
look,
is
for sure, Slee is not gonna be happy when she sees that footage.
no, Slee's not gonna be happy. Definitely, Slee's gonna be like, hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, so interesting, interesting. One thing I also picked up was, and I don't know, I didn't notice this last week. I didn't like Maria's confessional makeup. It
Oh
looked
yes, yes.
like blush to pink, here, like
I
gray.
saw that. Yes, yes.
I don't know why. And she had the same look last week. I don't know. I don't know that maybe they changed the makeup. Maybe I didn't notice it, but this week I noticed it. I noticed such
Mm.
things. I always want to call those things out.
No,
But yeah,
you're a
um,
fashion lady. And by the way, I wanted to ask you, what do you think of Angel trying to apologize to Maria and Maria saying, you know what, I'm not entertaining that.
look, and here I agree with Maria a bit.
Okay.
Okay, let me say why. Maria's Achilles heel is when you body shame her. Okay, this whole
Mm.
thing was less than 24 hours ago. She hasn't had time to simmer in it.
Ah.
That's what she was trying to tell them at the dinner table. Like, guys, I'm not over it. I'm the one who felt insulted. I'm the one who was, stop telling me how to feel. And I think that's where, all that came, the umbrage and everything that came between her and Slee and her refusing Slee to speak. Yeah, so she wasn't ready for that. She wasn't ready to hear it. It was too soon. It was too fresh. And Angel should have given her a breathing space, which I think she realized and was like, look, I'm not welcome here. I'm going to take my bags and head on back home. It was his
Mm.
street. Yeah, yeah. But
You
did you
know
feel like
what?
just
I felt that I would have wanted to hear Angel what she wanted to say, but of course I love when people are given a chance, for them to speak. But at the same time, I'm not Sorisha, so I have to I believe that people needs to be given a chance, and when they are ready, they will listen. Probably when the time is right, she will be able to listen. But
yes.
also I have a problem. I feel like Angel has been doing a lot of apologizing. And there's this thing that if she's watching this, there's this thing that she's embracing, which is not right. The fact that she says, I'm a reactor before I something like that. I'm like, ma'am, you can't embrace something like that. It's something that you have to acknowledge and work on. You must
Mm,
listen, process, and then you can react. With Angel, we only see reactions.
yeah.
She's a big reactor. I think being in this group is a bit overwhelming for her, and
Mhm.
she seems to be caught off guard by
Yeah.
everything happening because her responses are she's always like fighting,
Correct.
defensive.
Yeah.
She needs to work on that, honestly, if she still wants to stay in this group,
Yeah.
because this group, you don't win by reactions. Only the smart ones win. And again, I'm still gonna say this: people must not undermine Nonku Williams. Nonku Williams has stayed in the show for 4 seasons. She's not big on reactions. She plays the game, not the man.
Yeah, true. I mean, it was interesting. That dinner at the park, that scene felt so cut short. I don't know, but I mean, it was insignificant, obviously.
Mm.
But I don't know if we've discussed where Zama, Nonku, and Jojo are.
Joto. Mm.
Yeah, tell me what you thought about that conversation.
It was amazing for Zama to open up, and that was just amazing, especially Jojo. Jojo is something. Jojo is also, was like, "Hey, Zams, we don't really know much about you. Share, And I still wanted to hear more about Jojo's art. She was going somewhere with her art, but it did not land where it was heading to. Um, at the same time, uh, I'm looking at the conversation they were having. They were having a conversation about just themselves. While on the
Mhm.
other side, the ladies, Amy specifically, was talking about why Nonku is not talking about RD. I think, oh, it was Lee. Lee is
Lee.
talking, saying, and it was Lee actually. I felt as if that is just in Nonku, they do not know that Nonku has had the conversation on the show, just that not with them, but she has
Yeah,
had the conversation with her sister. And
yeah.
and also there's also there is I don't know, double standards with these ladies. There are certain parts that Lee does not want to speak about her life and other ladies, and we honor that. And why Nonku should be different, you know. If she does not want to speak about this right now, she should be allowed, you know.
No, let me say this to that point. I feel like Slee, and you see the playback that they
Yes.
showed, how much umbrage, sorry, I'm using the right word. Anyway, how much shit, yeah, that,
Yeah.
I hope we can monetize this.
No, they
This one,
will. Don't worry.
yeah. Anyways, she was given hell by Jojo and Nonku, right?
Okay.
For asking about RD. I saw that perspective of, see, I was right. I
Oh,
was asking the right questions because I cared, and now look where it ended you. But did you catch how she called Nonku scammer? She said Nonku and RD
yeah.
scamming each other. I'm like, wow, okay, that's a heavy statement to make against a housewife because it calls attention to how she's making her money and how she's, how she's accumulated her.
Definitely. Definitely.
So that was quite a heavy statement, and I don't think Nonku will take that lightly because that speaks
Um,
to her. It does speak to her
mm.
character. Such things about finances, and the the popo could be watching and they could start looking into her finances and looking into her, it could get sensitive. I mean, just one fleeting statement could stick. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
you are right. You are right. You are right there. And I'm personally tired of Nonku and Slee thing going on. It's giving Real Housewives of New Jersey, you know,
Uh,
the Melissa and no, I'm like, I'm so tired. And this season, what I've noticed, tell me if I'm wrong.
yeah.
Yes, Nonku is provocative and she has done a lot of provocative things. But at the same time, I feel like Slee is giving Nonku so much attention that Nonku is giving Slee attention. You know, she should just I'm not saying that she should keep quiet. There are certain things that are non-negotiables, like ancestors, your beliefs and whatnot. But other things I feel like Slee is giving way too much attention to Nonku, whereas Nonku is just being Nonku.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I didn't notice that. I just feel like Slee is still carrying a lot of what happened last season
Yes,
into.
she's still hurt. I could see right through her that this one is still hurt and there's a lot that went down. But at the same time, it's not doing her justice. You know,
Yes.
it's because this is a game more than a show. It's a game, you know. And last year people would have been on her side, but this
Mhm.
year people have moved on. That's another thing. People move on, yet which is sad because yeah, it's her real life. It won't be that easy to move on.
For sure. And tell me what you think about the scene where because they were like just juxtapositioning two scenes. The scene where I think Maria, Jojo, and Nonku was it the cooking class and the after the boat, yeah? And you
Yeah.
see where Maria is now talking about where her beef is coming from with Sorisha. And did you just first tell me what do you think? What did you think of that conversation?
Maria, don't. There's one thing I don't believe. Maria is saying that Sorisha actually influenced her to come to her camp to fight Nonku. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know. But do you believe that? I love I don't know. Please talk.
For me, I felt like, okay, when I listened to what Maria was saying, I could kind of see where she was coming from a bit. She
Okay.
said, um, um, Sorisha brought Mabusi to kind of, come for Jojo and Nonku.
Yeah.
And I think when Angel came to Maria's event and was shouting her down, Neil was telling Sorisha, yo, stop. Anyway, there was something she said, and I could
Yes, she
see,
said they tried to ask Sorisha to intervene in the
yes,
situation and she didn't.
yes, and Maria felt like she did that because she doesn't like her. Okay, I don't know if that's what the case is, but Nonku called it out and said, Sorisha only cares for Sorisha. And at this point, anyone who's riding for Nonku is against Sorisha. That's how I looked at it.
Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. And then my sister, let's get on the dinner. Let's get
Yes,
on the dinner.
listen, listen. Do you know what I realized when I was
Yeah.
watching? No, first, you go. You unpack everything. You unpack everything.
Oh,
This is your stage. I will talk after you.
no problem, no problem. I wanna the dinner that I will just say a few things. First of all, I was shocked to hear that Maria was riding some objects. That
Oh
was
my God.
like that was so shady of them. I think if like I don't know, that was just so shady of them. And also they don't know that Maria is divorced right now, you know. So
Yes, back to that. Just clarify something for me. Last
mm,
season, Maria was married, right?
as yes, as far as we saw,
And now she's divorced.
from what we've heard from her.
How come we're not getting that whole situation being talked about?
I
Because
think
I was
she does not want to share a lot about the situation, but she did mention in the first few episodes that she's divorced now. But I
no,
think
it
maybe,
was likely to me. I was confused. I was even like, wait, was there a husband last season? Because also he was barely there. I think we
yeah,
saw the boxing Boo Bears thing.
yes,
Barely also. I mean, he got camera time. Yes, we saw him last season. There was a scene with her and him in
yeah,
the
there was, so that part really shocked me. Another thing that shocked me was Emmy. Emmy, in that I think these women are fighting different battles in a wrong, in a very funny way. Zama is speaking to Sorisha, but because Emmy has a problem with Zama, now Emmy is intervening. Now Emmy is trying. I was like, I'm so confused. And also, I wanted to say to Emmy, you know what? Please be a class act because the threats that she kept on. Emmy seems like someone who can fight, and already
yes.
there's a reputation that she is an ex-convict. You know that everyone is riding on that wave. I wanted to be very careful of that. Things like that they do counter against you in the show as time goes on.
Hmm. Man, that scene to me, okay. When you see a slow-mo dinner outfits and just know it's going
Got
down.
down. Mm.
Literally, I was writing that down in my notes, and then you hear Sorisha saying, "Oh my goodness, I'm having so much anxiety with this dinner." I
Mm.
was set up for this kind of drama. It felt
Definitely.
everyone was looking for a moment. Everyone was looking for a moment. Everyone was looking for a moment. I mean, I
You're
literally
right.
Sorisha versus Zama, and then Amy versus Zama, and then Sorisha versus Maria, and then Slee versus Nonku, and then Nonku versus Sorisha, and then Amy versus Maria, and then Sorisha versus Jojo. I'm like, oh, it was
It was
like,
a
what
man.
on? Like, everyone is looking for this small in, like, you say uncle, and I'm coming for your throat. Like, the
Mm.
Maria one was like, what? Do you know how many times I had to rewind that part just to understand what just like what? How did Amy all of a sudden have beef with? So I actually I watched it back like 3 times. So this is what I saw.
Yeah.
So Risha was telling off Jojo, okay, and then Zama got involved because Zama is not feeling Sorisha. She's telling her, no, don't do that, don't say that. And then
Mm.
Amy is the minute Zama opens her mouth, Amy is coming for her, right? And telling Zama, stop getting involved. And then Maria was like, no, Zama is talking to Sorisha. And then Amy was like, you, Maria, don't. Eh? It was like the tension, you just say one thing like this. I'm coming for your throat. I'm like, what is all this?
Yo, you've just solved the puzzle for me. You've just solved the puzzle for me because now that you're saying it, Sorisha is saying that she had them laughing about, the outfits.
Yes.
Jojo is denying that while they are talking, and then Maria on the other side is talking. It became a huge, 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 and now Slee who and Nonku who've got grudges are coming against each other. It was honestly a lot for me. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. But yeah,
Who do you believe? Do you believe Sorisha about the dress comment situation?
nah, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. I don't. Sorisha is being spicy, and you could even tell in her demeanor that she was laughing actually while saying that. She was just staring the points. You could just look at her face. Um,
Yeah,
and um, and I think Nonku dealt with the situation better than Slee. I felt Slee became a bit, she was like a bit defensive, which
yeah,
goes back to our conversation. And I think, I think she's still carrying a lot of anger, because Nonku was just laughing throughout the whole situation.
yeah. I mean, that scene was just proper, pure carnage, chaos. These ladies came to that dinner to create
Mm.
a scene for us. I think, honestly, if you ask me, sometimes it's like they decide they're gonna come to do all this so that we can have a show. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like because everyone was coming for everyone. It was like Jojo was the one who was like literally seated until Sorisha came for her. She was gonna sit there and not even have anything to do.
Mm.
But Sorisha was like, no, 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 no. You guys are talking about dresses, and Jojo was like, what? And like she was gonna come out of that dinner unscathed if Sorisha did not say that.
Definitely, definitely. And then let's talk about the last shade from Maria. So
Oh
Slee's
my
like, so we are
God.
flying back.
Calling sleep broke.
Ciao.
Oh,
One thing about Maria has a target. And I think Slee has become a target twice. Two bullets. Da, 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 da.
yeah.
The first bullet was the one about handbags. Now the second. Da, 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 da. Bullet.
Woo, Maria is not one to be played with her shade. My gosh.
No, Maria is a giant when it comes to shade because even Dildo in the Wind is a reference till this day.
Thick, and I saw Sorisha use it in her confessionals. It's
Mm.
against Maria. What?
Yeah, no, I would never come against my Maria is too scary for me. She's a heavyweight. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think for me that's all honestly from this episode. I don't want to spoil it for people who still wanna watch. And
Me,
yeah,
yeah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys. Please, we have so much fun. Watch this video, like, share it so that it can spread out into the algorithm and give us more psych to continue doing this because we have so much
yeah.
fun. We have a good time here. Okay?
Oh no,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely. And I want to say thank you guys for joining. And people are watching these reviews. Like I've been noticing, like yo, and views. And these are long videos, by the way. These are long videos. So you guys are restoring confidence in ourselves that we are doing well. We are on the right path. And to
Yeah.
those who are cast members, we may be wrong about some things, but we are just having opinions, and we try by all means to keep it professional, but it's just an opinion. It's got nothing to do with you. You guys are fabulous, right?
Fabulous. Beautiful. All of you, beautiful ladies. And we love the fact that you're coming out here, giving us your lives, giving us a show. Otherwise, we wouldn't be seated here talking about it. So
Yeah.
keep doing it, ladies. We love it. We love it. So Mbui, I think we're just gonna say good night. And over here we love everything reality. Oh, so
Yeah. And
bye.
yeah, till next time, His Royaltiness and Reality TV Africa, we love you so much and stay blessed.
Bye.